right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for NFL Pregame Party. I am your host, Joe's Atmosphere, and it's good to see you this morning, this fine Sunday morning where we got a game going on right now in Germany. Are we at halftime in that one yet, gentlemen?
Yes.
We are. And is it still 14 to 13, or did the Colts put on some points?
No, Jones threw a pick to end the half.
Oh, the Colts, they're coming back down to earth. I hate to see it, man. Damn. Sure seems like they're blitzing him a lot in this game, though. They're stopping Taylor on the way to the quarterback is what it looks like to me most of the time. So, anyway, how are you guys doing this morning? Knock, how's your weekend going so far?
Not too bad. I don't have any stress today. It's great.
Yes, the stress was all out of your system at the end of Thursday night. We'll talk about that. I could just enjoy
football, play some games. And
yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Enjoy the day.
Yeah, that's it. John, how are you doing this morning? And you're muted as usual, sir. That always happens, man. This is probably the first show he does after he's done with his video game stream.
He's faking it right now.
Is it Is he faking it? I don't think he's faking it.
I'm not faking it.
Yeah, see, he's not faking it. He's not
That's
faking
what
it.
she said.
How are you this morning, buddy?
I'm doing fine.
Heard you had a close encounter with a deer.
Yep. A deer ran into me. I didn't run into it.
Yeah, it's not like you T-boned it like most people do, right? Trying to make it across the road before you. It actually T-boned you?
Yeah. It ran into the back quarter panel of and door of my Jeep. I was doing 65, and it was just running at an angle and just kept going and on an intercept course and hit me. And
is it just cosmetic damage, or?
Yeah, there's a couple of dents and broke the clips on like the molding.
I got you.
So I mean, nothing too major.
Yeah. Well, you got insurance, right?
Yeah. Well, it's not even worth. It's not even going to be over my deductible. So
there you go.
Yep.
You just live with it. That's it.
Yep.
Clean it up and live with it, man. That's all right. Gives your car some character, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm glad nothing bad happened to you. So.
Yeah. So
yeah, but dude, depending on where you live, I mean, I know it's a major concern where my mother's from because I'll never forget the first time I took my wife up there. We're driving these long ass 2-lane roads. And lumber trucks are one thing, having to deal with them kicking up dust. They drive like they're on the freeway, And but my wife kept saying, "I want to see a moose," and everybody in the car, including me, because I know the history. I was like, "No, you don't want to see a moose right now, because you'll survive. It'll survive the wreck. You won't." You know what I mean? So, anyway, I'm glad to hear you're okay, man. Let's see who's in the chat real quick. We've got Martin, the first guy in here on a Sunday morning for a football show. What? You do understand this is not international football, right, bro? It's not soccer. It's American football today. I'm just kidding. He says, "Hello, Joe." He wants me to talk like Droopy Dog. That's why he says it with so many O's. Anyway, it's good to see you. And Gridiron Masters is with us this morning as well. Good to see you, man. I'm going to stop putting this out on Rumble because I keep forgetting, with church and everything, I keep forgetting to set up that page. So it's just YouTube and Facebook this morning. And, Twitch and Kick, too. Let's see, who else is out here? Killy Chow is here. He says, "Hey, everybody, good morning." And Wolverine Snicked is here. And he gives us those 3 little letters that we have to respond to every time we see them.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Yeah! All right. It's good to see you guys this morning. Let's, like I said, we've got that game going on in Germany. We'll be giving you updates during it. But right now, we've got to talk about college football, and our man Knock has the rundown on that. What's going on, Big Daddy? He leaves me in the silence. Knock has left me all alone.
The screen, I don't know.
Well, you could say something. I was waiting for you to drop that other chart. Go ahead.
Oh no, I meant to say that for later. But okay, so yeah, pretty fun week. There's a lot less games to pay attention to as we move along into the season. I'm going to be talking less and less about the games, more and more about the scenarios coming out. But to start out with, Tuesday we had a little MAC action Tuesday night. These are probably the two best teams in the MAC. Miami, Ohio, and Ohio. They're both in it every year in their championship, pretty much. So this was for temporarily first place, I would say. But they're probably going to meet again in a month or so. So in the championship game, Ohio gets the win on that one. So good for them. Let's see here. Going to scroll through a good amount of this. South Florida gets a win after that loss to Memphis a couple weeks ago. So they're still well into the group of five conversation. Let's see. USC gets a win over Northwestern. Northwestern hasn't been that bad this year. They're usually a bottom feeder in the Big Ten, but they're not doing too bad. They're doing all right. Houston gets a close win over UCF to get to 8-2. So still alive in the Big 12. Unfortunately, they have two losses. Those two losses are in the Big 12, which hurts them a lot. But they're still in it. And then Tulane, probably the biggest group of five game thus far. One of them this season. Tulane gets the win over Memphis.
Impressive, because Memphis has been playing well, man.
It's unfortunate for them because it's looking like this is going to be another year where they're probably 10-2 and missing the championship game in the American because they always drop. That one to UAB is going to come back to bite them, where they can't even get in the championship game. Which in a group of five, you have to have that championship game to up your resume over the other group of five hopefuls. Because you got JMU looking, and of course Boise State, and probably not the biggest chance, but they could still win their Mountain West. So this hurt a lot for Memphis.
It did.
Really do anything in the postseason.
It did.
I think they can get to 10 wins, but this hurt them a lot. So
yeah, we'll talk about which team it helped for sure here in a minute. But real quick, we got Real Wade Nation in the house. He says, "LFG, I'm home with a cold. Well, sir, let's get you a little pep in the step.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Yeah, there we go. I said.
He also gave us a "Here we go," so there you go, back to back. Anyway, go ahead, Knock.
All right, so that was during the week. Then Saturday, of course, bottom feeder Purdue couldn't do much against Ohio State. Easy win there. Indiana had some trouble with Penn State. This was a very fun game to watch.
Yeah, it was. It went right down to the wire. You and I watched the end of this live, and it was impressive. The ending was impressive, wasn't it, buddy?
The catch of the year.
Yes,
could
absolutely.
Yeah, this was a big win. Now this was at Penn State, so Penn State definitely having its troubles, but they showed up in this one and almost got it. This was almost an upset for sure, but QB, Fernando Mendoza, trying to get that Heisman hype going, led the perfect drive. I mean, It was perfect, and got the win. And the announcer was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
He lost his shit. Yeah, it was amazing. It really was.
I put the sound back on CFP if we had that.
They had several angles of this thing, and you really couldn't see if that. It looked like one of his toes might have scraped the ground out of bounds before his other one went down, but sure enough, man, he went dead leg, and the one that touched in was the first one to touch, and the only one that you could clearly see it was the one straight at the catch from the sidelines, 90 degrees to the catch.
It was a perfect camera.
It was amazing, man. It was great stuff. Yeah. Great stuff. Yeah.
Unfortunately for John, Missouri is officially out of any running.
Oh.
They're not going to be ranked this week. This was their very last chance of the season to make any noise, unfortunately. And Texas A&M is still rolling along, one of the three remaining undefeated teams this season.
It's heartbreaking. Let me tell you, I felt for you, John, because I'm an old Big 12er too, and that's a rivalry from the Big 12 days, and man, I don't think either one of us likes A&M at all.
But we still got Oklahoma to deal with. So
Yeah, but
I mean, it's a game of no consequence for
yeah,
Missouri.
we
Unfortunately,
could just play
you can play
spoiler. That's
spoiler,
all we
but
can do.
yeah, exactly, and they can, no doubt, they can definitely do it. Yep, for sure.
and then of course we know why Highlanders still hasn't been here for a month. He's embarrassed for this LSU team. Who
Oof.
offense is
Embarrassed, upset, all that good
where
stuff,
are they,
man.
and defense is where are they? So
Yeah.
bad.
Well, here's the thing. I watched some of this game when last night, and they finally pulled Nussmeier in the third quarter, about halfway through it, and they put in Van Buren, I guess, to see what they've got for next year. And the kid did well. I mean, of course, he had the same struggles that Nussmeier has because the line isn't worth a shit this year, but he was putting it on people, and they were dropping the ball. So, they got a little bit of a spark from that, but they never really got in the end zone. That it's just,
and they don't have Jamar Chase.
it's a mess. Yeah, right. It's a mess, man. It's a mess down there. Kelly has left them in a bad spot, and that's just all there is to it. Yeah, there's nothing else to say about that. Go ahead.
Georgia gets the win over Mississippi State. I didn't watch much of this game. It was kind of a blowout from the start. 21 points in the second quarter for Georgia. Just not much Mississippi State could do. Ole Miss with the shittiest game of the week. 49 over the Citadel.
Why? See, tell them what we talked about, Knock, about the games like this. I mean,
in my rankings, I don't even count them. They don't get a point for these games.
You shouldn't. It's ridiculous. These are games you play at the beginning for warm-ups. You don't play them this deep into the season. That's just
this is purely we don't want to slip up this late in the season, so we don't want to schedule a good team just in case because of rankings. And so let's put in a shitty team because hey, one FCS school still counts on the record. So yeah. This was an interesting game right here. BYU and Texas, one of the biggest games of the Big 12 this weekend. Probably the biggest game of the weekend in terms of top 10 matchups. You got Texas Tech's defense just pretty much dominated this game. Didn't give up a touchdown until late in the game.
Yeah.
Pretty much, put away. So
this was the closest matchup. It was a 7-8 matchup, and thought it was going to be much better than this, and it just
Texas Tech had full home field advantage, and it showed. And unfortunately, BYU just couldn't do much. Texas Tech is definitely the best team in the Big 12 right now. So there you go. Yep. This was a really fun game to watch. Oregon and Iowa.
I caught some of this at walk-ons. Yeah.
A lot of these games, there was a lot of rain and elements going on.
Yes.
This was one of them.
Yes.
For me, this was a very impressive win for Oregon for me. They're on the road. It's raining. They're one of those high-flying offenses, and they had to grind out this win. This was a true Big Ten grind fest that Oregon, new to the Big Ten, managed to pull off. And they got a lot of props to my points for this game, being on the road, being in top 25, and winning in the way that they did. With this is an impressive win for me for Oregon. They definitely got a lot of points in my book for this one.
Yeah.
Fortunately for Iowa, they still can't score a lot of points.
Yeah. Real quick, Wolverine says, I'd like to mention the NCSU and Georgia Tech game last week. We talked about it last week, man. That was a disappointing loss for Georgia Tech, no doubt. It was ridiculous.
And I mentioned that one, too. I said to watch out for North Carolina. They're a scrappy team.
Yep.
And so they beat Virginia earlier this season, too. It was a non-ACC game per scheduling, but they beat Virginia, too, who's also been ranked.
Yep.
NC States, watch out for them.
Yep.
Unfortunately for Navy,
just gets worse. Yeah.
No different from last year. They just couldn't stop Notre Dame's offense. And I think there was snow in this one.
Really?
not like full heavy snow.
Just flurries, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a lot of them, so I don't know. I don't know how to explain that one, but yeah, just a big loss there. One of the other upsets of the day, Wake Forest over Virginia.
Wow. The
Yeah.
Cavaliers go
It
down
was
to
a
Wake
bad day
Forest.
for ACC.
Oh,
I tell
boy.
you what, we might not have an ACC team in the top 15.
Wow.
Maybe the top 20. I think Miami
Bad year for them, man.
it's not good looking.
And I didn't think it was going to end up that way. I thought at least they'd have Miami to hang their hat on, but
absolutely Miami.
they faded down the stretch,
Georgia
didn't they?
Tech, you know. Yeah. But yeah, so that one there, and then Louisville, the other ACC team that has had a great season, also lost to California in overtime. I watched the end of this game.
Oops.
And yeah, Louisville got a field goal, but California was like, you know what, we're not going to settle. And on 4th and goal, they go for it and did a what do you want to call them? The flat route to the left side, right in front of the goal line. Receiver caught it and dove in, kind of thing. So awesome. It was, that was very interesting. So that's 2 ACC top 15 teams getting a loss. So that just really hurts ACC chances of getting any more than one team in, for sure. I think they're only going to get one in. So. Yep. Vanderbilt and Auburn. This was a fun game to watch as well. Auburn just was killing it on offense.
Yeah, I wasn't watching it, but you texted me and said that Auburn was just
they jumped on them early,
smacking them around. Yeah,
they were, yeah. It looked like, I think it was 28. What is it? It was 20-10 going into halftime. I think Vanderbilt got a touchdown before the end of the half, but it was looking pretty bad. And then, but Vandy Pavia took over.
Dude, Pavia, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the guy. He reminds me a lot of Baker Mayfield, dude. He's a scrappy dude. Yeah,
he brought them back. This was a they needed this win. Their season would have been over if they had lost.
I saw the one where he tucked it and ran right up the middle and scored the touchdown. That was pretty cool.
There was also a broken play. The Auburn gave up like a 60, 70-yard touchdown on a broken defense.
Busted covers.
Coverage, yeah. So good win for them. Miami, of course, they're on the way back. So, yeah, they're 18. They'll probably jump up a few spots with all the other ACC teams losing. So they're going to be the only team in the top 15, 16 so for ACC. So another upset. I watched this game. Washington. Number 23 Washington loses
Saw
to
some
Wisconsin.
of it, yeah. You want to talk about the elements. It was raining like hell in Wisconsin. Can you imagine how cold that is this time of year, being that wet? Good Lord.
Yeah, this unfortunately, Washington didn't really have a big chance of doing anything playoff-wise, but this definitely took any chance of that away. So I like the upsets. SMU 7-3, 5-1 ACC. They're probably going to make the ACC championship. Probably be against Miami. I don't know.
Wow.
We'll see.
Wow.
I have my rankings here later, or that showed the standings in the.
Yeah, and then you got the bottom feeder in the ACC they beat. Oh my God, Boston College, get it together, man! Come on.
James Madison, one of the top favorites for the Group of 5, is.
Yes, this is the one that reaped the benefits of Tulane's win. I think I saw a graphic on ESPN that said they have the highest percentage chance of getting the Group of 5. Man,
I think it's still South Florida, but James Madison I think is second.
Yeah,
I guess like a 35 to 30 percentage, respectively. Southern Miss.
James Madison,
not to be confused with Ashley Madison.
Right?
Southern Miss 5-0 in the Sun Belt. They're chugging along as well. You know, that's the one where the coach went from Marshall to Southern Miss and took half the team.
Took half the team with him. Yep.
There you go. So we're probably looking at a championship between JMU and Southern Miss coming up. And
wow.
Get that here too. Army gets a 1-point win over Temple. They're over 500 now.
Give it up for the Golden Knights. Or the Black Knights, excuse me, the Black Knights.
Yeah.
The Golden Knights are their parachute team. I have a buddy that was on them on that team for years. Yeah.
And I'm digging this Missouri State first year. I don't think they're eligible to play in the championship for their first 2 years, but just like what James Madison did a couple years ago, where they're almost leading the CUSA. So good for them.
They're in Springfield, Missouri.
They're not exactly bowl eligible, but they can make it a bowl game if not enough teams make it to 6-6. So I'll keep an eye on that.
All right.
Let's
From your lips to God's ears there, Keely Chow. No doubt. Go, man. Go. Go Black
Okay,
Knights.
Delaware, another one. They beat Louisiana Tech.
Ah.
Delaware trying to get that bowl possibility as well. First year FBS. Let's see. Jacksonville
Disappointed.
State 5-0. They're probably gonna be in the championship. East Carolina. Love watching these guys. They get a win. They're 6-3, 4-1 in the
Coolest logo in college sports.
They have a chance to get to the American championship. So hey, don't count East Carolina out. They could play spoiler.
Yeah.
Let's see here. This is a pretty fun game just to watch it with Duke.
Yeah, if you like basketball.
It was 34-37, so it was a fun game. Big 12 game here, Arizona over Kansas. Thought Kansas had this handled, but Arizona came back.
Okay, real quick note, if Knox starts liking your team's field, don't put money on him. Because ever since he said something about Kansas's field,
unfortunately, this wasn't at home for them.
Right, so, they've been dumping.
that was kind of a disappointment this season for Kansas. I was really rooting for them because of that field.
Yep.
Iowa State is pretty much in spoiler mode right now. TCU was 6-2 coming into this, but too many losses in the Big 12 to really be much there. So big loss for TCU at any chance. So Big 12 is just going to be full of spoiler teams. Kennesaw State 5-0 in the CUSA, 7-2. This was the team to play in Dynasty last year. So this is cool to see. This was everyone did that. Not Dynasty. What's the Superstar mode?
Not sure.
Whatever it's called in CFP.
Yeah.
This was because this is the one where this is the one team you can automatically start almost in that campaign. So good for them. Let's see. Coastal Carolina 5-1 in Sun Belt. Let's see. North Carolina almost 500.
Wow.
North Carolina, they're pushing for that bowl.
Belichick storming back, huh?
Oh man, they are coming back big time.
Wow.
I mean, ACC sucks this year, so it kind of helps too. But they're one game.
Also helps if you're playing Stanford on a regular year.
Raging Cajuns gets a win.
Yes, I watched that one while I was eating my steak, man. They were kicking ass.
They were coming back on them, and they stopped them. Air Force gets a win over San Jose. I didn't even register this game. Florida State and Clemson, the battle of the, I don't know what,
battle of the used to be's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clemson gets the win there. Kentucky beat the crap out of Florida. Man,
what is going on with Florida, dude? How far have they fallen?
Nebraska gets a win over UCLA.
I don't care. Move on.
Hawaii.
There you go, the Warriors.
Next week or last week, San Diego only had one loss going into this, and Hawaii beat the crap out of them. This was very cool. I didn't get to watch it because it was on some Spectrum channel.
Warriors.
So that's a huge loss for San Diego for the Group of Five opportunity. Okay, so that's it for the scores.
Now, did they put out the college football playoff bracket last week?
They did. Not there yet.
Okay. All right. I got you. Go.
Let's see. So, again, we're still in the month of football every day until the Wednesday, the 24th. Yep. So, we got some Tuesday. We got some MAC action a little bit there. Let's see. Some games to point out. Friday night, Clemson at Louisville. And Louisville took that loss, so they might not be ranked after this. Minnesota at Oregon on Friday night as well. Oregon should handle Minnesota. Wisconsin coming off that big upset is at Indiana. Indiana should be able to handle it.
Especially they're going to be coming off an emotional high. Yeah,
this game I really want to see.
Notre
Dame at Pittsburgh.
That could be a measuring stick game for Notre Dame. Yep.
And Notre Dame needed this because Pittsburgh's going to get rated a little higher after this week after some of the losses. So they'll probably be 20, 21st, maybe 19.
Look, they're independent. They play academies. They need some of these teams that they're playing to get up there in ranking so they can get that strength of schedule.
As long as they win out, they're in. So they're at that 10 spot. So and BYU just lost, so they'll probably go to 9. So, they're in really good position to stay in, especially if they get this win. Yeah. Let's see. Michigan at Northwestern. Northwestern's doing okay. So, possible upset here. Cincinnati needs to bounce back. So, Arizona, they just got a big win. They're a pretty decent team. That's a big game for Big 12. Let's see. South Florida at Navy. this is a big game for American.
Yeah.
They both need this one. Navy's kind of looking rough at the moment.
They're in spoiler mode, man.
Yep. So if they could pull this one off, that'd be good for them. But let's see here. If you guys see any, it's going to be Oklahoma at Alabama.
That's a big one.
They're out.
That's a big one. Yeah. Well, you know what I think? I think they're out already. But hey, that's just knowing the history of the program. That's I'm just telling you. Yeah. But I'd love to see them beat the Tide. I'm sorry, Keely Chow. I love you, man. I love you watching the games and everything. I love you supporting the channel, but I got to go with my boys. So, yeah. Yeah.
UCF, not a bad team, but they're going at Texas Tech, who just beat BYU. So, yeah, I think Texas Tech should be able to handle that. Virginia at Duke. Virginia coming off that loss. Georgia Tech gets the bottom feeder of ACC. So
oh, my God. That's a bounce back game
NC State at Miami. Watch out for NC State. They're playing spoiler right now, so this is a good one. Iowa won't be ranked next week, but they're going at USC, so big game for USC. They need this one to have even a small chance in hell of getting into the postseason, which is looking a little unlikely right now, but you never know. Let's see. I don't want to look at any other games. JMU has App State. They should handle that. Florida Atlantic at Tulane. Tulane should handle that one. Tennessee gets an group of 5 game. So wow.
Okay. Yeah.
They should handle that one. But
yikes.
Florida at Ole Miss.
That's borderline preseason game right there, late in the season.
Utah at Baylor. Baylor's another scrappy
team. Don't go to sleep on Baylor.
Utah.
Don't you do it.
They're right on the
better come in there like you respect them because they can jump up and bite you.
Let's see. UCLA at Ohio State. Take that one easy.
Yeah.
Texas at
Georgia. That should be a good game. I fully expect
Texas
Georgia to win.
They're out.
Yeah.
That's it. That's game, set, match, I think. But let's see. And then TCU at BYU. So, that should be a good one right there.
Yeah, that could be.
Boise State at San Diego. This is pretty much only big for the Mountain West. I don't think any of these two teams have a chance at the Group of 5 spot at this point.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the rankings. So this is last week. This is the CFP rankings from last week.
This is the knock list, boys and girls. This is the list that he makes up with his point system compared to last week. That's it.
So this first screen is just this is what the CFP that came out this last Tuesday. This is the official CFP rankings, but this is before yesterday's games were played. So, of course, they had Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, all 3 undefeated. And then Alabama, Georgia, Ole Miss, BYU, who was undefeated and now has a loss. They're going to move down to probably the teens, most likely. Texas Tech is going to move up a spot. Oregon will move a spot. Pretty much everyone will move up a spot. Virginia, Louisville, both took a loss, so they'll probably be out of the rankings entirely with losing to unranked teams. Let's see here. A lot of teams didn't play. Vanderbilt got the win; they'll jump up. Georgia Tech didn't play. Iowa lost, so they're going to be out. Missouri lost. Washington lost, and then the rest didn't play down here. So jumping up, and then so for mine, you can just kind of see where there was.
It's starting to line up. The top 3 line up. I see have Ole Miss a little higher than they do.
They have an extra game, so they're over Alabama and Notre Dame because of that. So, but you'll see in the next rankings that they drop a little bit because they played a shit game and got no points from it. So
right.
So yeah, let's look at that. So this one shows
last week's knock list versus this week's knock list.
This week. So here you can see for me, especially because they have an extra game, Indiana is on top.
Wow.
With the 32 points. And then,
I like that because I hate the I call them the fuck eyes, but that's just me. Go ahead.
But the other 2 teams, of course, have one less game, so that rounds out the top 3. And then, of course, Alabama, Texas Tech moves up. Texas Tech's got a good amount of points for that, so they jumped up a couple spots. Ole Miss didn't get any points this week because of their shit opponent, so they dropped a couple. Notre Dame dropped just because of mainly because of the Texas Tech win. Propelled them over pretty much.
Right.
And then, of course, Georgia went up Vanderbilt went up with that win. USC, Oregon, like I said, Oregon jumped up probably the most of this rankings because of that win.
Oof.
It was to me, it was a very it was. It
What
was,
I love, you know what I love about it? They won by a safety that they got in the first quarter. That is
it
awesome.
is. They
That
did.
is awesome. You
That
know
was
me in defense. I
element
love it.
full
Yes.
force. And then Oklahoma, mainly because they didn't play this week.
Mhm.
So a lot of the down ones are going to be because they didn't play. Um, pretty much all of them, except for BYU, they lost, so that's why they dropped. Miami got the win, so just by virtue of playing, they pretty much got up. Virginia loses a lot because they lost. They dropped a bunch of spots in my rankings.
Mhm.
Let's see, Houston and SMU got a nice little bump there. Let's see, Louisville dropped a little bit because of their loss.
Biggest drop looks like Cincinnati, huh?
Yes, Cincinnati. I think that's mainly because they didn't play this week.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I did a little bit of looking at the numbers. So, but yeah, so that rounds out the top 30 now. So that list, just as you can see, is just going to get smaller and smaller as less teams are, relevant.
Right.
And then we have the group of 5 here.
Okay.
So these are pretty much just 6 teams that I'd say have the biggest chance. I think Florida is percentage-wise has the best chance. They move up a spot. Same with Tulane moves up a spot. And then Memphis has the biggest drop along with San Diego State because of their losses. North Texas, still hovering. JMU hovering. The problem with JMU is that they didn't have, I don't think they've beaten any group of or Power 4 teams, which really hurts them. Where South Florida has, Memphis has, I don't know, Tulane has. Yes, they have beaten a Power 4 team. So that's really hurting JMU right now with their strength of schedule, which is a much bigger part of the CFP this season than it was last season.
Okay.
Just the last of the undefeated teams. We only have 3 left. Biggest games, last games of the season for Ohio State.
Of course, that Michigan game is huge. Yep.
Yep. Indiana, they just have, I think, Purdue and Wisconsin left. Wisconsin is coming off a big upset, but that was mainly elements and, in my opinion, so they just got a team off guard. But I don't think they'll do that to Indiana. So I think Indiana's going to bounce back after this.
That's going to be interesting. I see the note you put on there. Big Ten championship. Are they on a collision course?
Well, they're both, and I'll show you here in a second. My last thing that I have, and then I will be done, is the races right now for the conference.
No, you're not done after this because I want to see the college football playoff too. I want to see.
I did show you that. That's the first one I showed you.
Oh,
That's
okay. Oh, okay. So it's just the top 12 teams there. Okay, gotcha.
Hang on. Oh, gosh. Here we go. This is the CFP rankings right here.
Oh, okay.
And then
Okay, I got you.
Focus on the top.
I got you. Okay.
Now,
sorry about that. I didn't understand.
I will say that Virginia, I believe, was in. I don't have that list. I think you want the exact map of it. I don't have that.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
But,
don't worry about it. Get back to what you're doing.
I'll have that next week. But anyways, let's see. So we'll start with the ACC right here. You can see I pretty much only did the ones that have like 1 or 2 losses or no losses.
Yeah.
At this point, this late in the season, there's only a few that are actually really have a chance. So here you can see we have a 5-way going on with ACC, Georgia State, Virginia, Pittsburgh, SMU, and Duke. Duke is still in it. They lost to UConn, but they're 5-4. But in the ACC, they're only 4-1. Or they are 4-1. So they still have a chance. So yeah, still kind of wide open between 5 teams.
Still a basketball school.
In the Big 12, as always, we have 6 teams with a chance. Now it's mainly the top 3 with Texas Tech, BYU, and Cincinnati because they only have 1 losses, but the other ones have a chance with a couple weeks left because the Big 12 is nothing but not exciting.
So you're saying
there's a chance. And then we got the Big 10, which is really just Indiana and Ohio State. So this is kind of why I mentioned the Big 10 championship for Indiana, because I don't think they're going to lose their next 2 games. And I don't think Ohio State is going to lose their last couple games, but they do play Michigan in the last week of the season. We all know how that goes.
Yeah.
So, and then you have Oregon and USC.
Oregon at 8-1 and 5-1 in the conference.
Yep.
Oh.
So yeah, there's a chance. So I think it's right now. That's what I'm predicting, but there is a chance. In the SEC, I need to get rid of the light. You got Texas out in Alabama. I don't think that's going to change much, although Alabama has a big game next week, as we saw before, and then Texas A&M has Texas at the end of the season. Yeah, so we'll see. But Texas plays Georgia and Texas A&M. So
could we have a tie? Could we have a tie and as many injuries as possible in the Texas A&M Texas game? Is that possible?
So, it is absolutely not. So that is the Power Four, and then we'll just go real quickly over the Group of Five. We got AAC, Navy, North Texas, Tulane, South Florida, and East Carolina. All have 1 losses, and that's it. So we're coming up near the end. So this is definitely going to work itself out. But they're
the American Athletic Conference. Yes.
So, but there you go. There's a close one there. The CUSA, I like watching them. They have 2 teams that are undefeated, Jacksonville and Kennesaw State. Missouri State, I don't think they even qualify, but I just put them on there because it's their first year.
Aren't my beloved Bulldogs in there too?
No,
the LA Tech? Yeah.
Well, are they in the conference? Yes, but are they?
Yeah, I know you're not listing them because they're way out of it. But
then you got the MAC action right here. A lot of teams. Miami had their first loss of the conference to Ohio. So they're all 4-1. Right, you got Buffalo and Central Michigan, and then for the Mountain West is a little wide open. But the top 2 teams are San Diego. That just got their first loss to Hawaii, and then Boise State also only has 1 loss.
Much as you've been crying about Boise State's losses, they're still probably going to play for the conference championship. Wow,
that's fine. But they made the playoffs last season, so only making the championship for the conference that you're leaving.
Yeah, we just got
the greatest.
You're starting to sound like an LSU fan, dude. You really are.
That's right. Expectations are high. All right. And then we have the last thing. We have Sun Belt, which you have JMU at 0 losses. Coastal Carolina is right behind them by 1. Now, of course, in this one, it is division, so the top team is of each division are the ones that play. Okay. So Southern Miss is also undefeated, but they have Troy right behind them with 1 loss. So we're looking at potentially JMU and Southern Miss, but we will see.
Gotcha.
There you go. Sorry.
There is the college football rundown. Thank you, Knock. We appreciate it, brother. That's great. That's great, dude. Look, I mean, yeah, it's going to take a minute to cover all that because we're entering that time of the year where it's about to be the final push. Here coming up around Thanksgiving, we're going to have a wrap on the college football season. They're almost done. They finish a full month before the NFL does. So going to be exciting to see who gets what bowl games and all that good stuff.
The regular season does. But
a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. The regular season ends pretty much around Thanksgiving. So
at least Mizzou's bowl eligible.
Yeah, they're going to be bowl eligible. Of course they are.
Join Joe in the Gasparilla Bowl.
Listen to you, man. All right, thanks, Knock. Well, Knock has a lot to say, I'm sure, about our next subject. We're going to move on to the NFL right now. First of all, let's give you an update. Atlanta has put another field goal on, so they're up 17-13 with 3.5 left. I'm sorry? Go ahead, Knock.
Tied right now.
Yeah, well, guess what?
The kicker missed an extra point and a field goal. They've been hurting since Schrader got put on IR.
And there you go. That's all part of a season, isn't it? That's a long season. But anyway, thank you very much for that, Knock. Let's see. The first game we got to talk about is Thursday night, and I don't think I'm remiss in saying that this may have been the worst game of the season yet. For anybody that gives the argument that Thursday night games shouldn't be played because players can't recover from a Sunday to a Thursday, this was a good argument for it because, oh my God, both of these teams played the week before and they looked like hot garbage on Thursday night. I've seen the Broncos play better than this. Their defense played really, really good, but they were not getting the help from the offense like they should. Hang on one second. We got a newcomer coming in. That's Dr. Jones. What's happening, man? How you doing?
I'm waking up, man. I'm in the West Coast, so
I hear you, brother. I hear you. Get some coffee and sit back and relax as you just missed the college rundown. And anything you want to say about the Saturday in college football before we move on?
Yeah, I'm a UNLV guy. I'm on the West Coast. I went to UNLV, and they won. They're 7-2. They have Dan Mullen as their coach. He used to be at Florida and Mississippi State. So the Mountain West is I don't know if you talked about the.
We did.
We talked all of it. Trust me, Knock does a full report.
I mean, you look at like Memphis and South Florida and Boise. It's it seems like South Florida is. I mean, I may be bringing up points that you already talked about, but it seems like South Florida is. If they can run the table, they'll be the representative. But if they lose again, it's
yeah,
San
it's a
Diego
free for all, right?
San Diego State lost, but they've been playing pretty good all year. So it really is kind of a.
And I still don't think any of them are going to be ranked after this season. I think Memphis had a chance. If they had beaten Tulane, they would have been ranked in the top 25. But I don't see it. I don't see any of them being ranked this week. And it doesn't matter as far as the playoffs go, but it would be a nice indication of who's actually going to make it if one of them is actually ranked. I don't know if South Florida is going to get ranked by default because of the top 25 teams that lost. That'll move out of the top 25, but we'll find out on Tuesday.
I think it's hilarious that BYU was bitching about the rankings and they get smokte.
They got beat down by Texas Tech. That was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was hoping for a better game there, but wow, no room. That's karma, right, Dr. Jones? Coming back to bite you right there. All right, let's move on to the NFL and the worst game of the season so far. Your defense played great, Knock. Talk about your woes on offense because I look during the games. Knock, John, and I text each other all the time during the games. We have
well, it's mainly me pitching,
and he is lighting up his offense at every turn. And I watched it in real time on Thursday night, and it was. I understand now. I see what you're bitching about. Go ahead and talk about your team, dude. He felt like I could tell you this in his text. He's like, "Yeah, we won. Good for us, but we don't even deserve that win." Their own fans were booing them. It was ridiculous, man. I was like, "Whoa!" Go ahead, talk about your team, dude.
Yeah, it's the play calling at this point. DK Dobbins or JK. I can't remember what his first initials are. Dobbins is getting 5 yards average in that game, and they just he's getting the James Cook treatment that the Bills give to him, and it's just everything in Sean Payton's offense is predicated by him at least being able to run the ball somewhat, and they're running the ball somewhat, and yet. It's shitty screens. On 3rd and 1, they did some weird backwards pass to Sutton, who took, I guess he was looking to throw, but there wasn't anyone open, so he ran backwards and lost 3 yards on 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing?
It was horrible. Yeah.
And the entire time, Nix was seeing ghosts. He didn't trust the line, and they didn't do any kind of quick, slants. You got one of the best, wide receivers that could do a slant, and they hardly did it, And instead, we go and get 59-year-old Mercedes Lewis who gets holding penalties on every single time because they're playing him randomly after getting him.
Right.
It's when you got several tight ends that are decent, Troutman, Howerman. They have several tight ends that could do the job just fine, and not this 80-year-old tight end that we didn't really need. I still don't know why we picked him up. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. Maybe they got some crazy plan for him, but I don't know why we picked him up. I think we have decent tight ends when they get a chance. They make plays, and it's just the defense is great. Even without Patrick Surtain back there,
they are good, man. They really are. If there was a highlight of this game, it was how well they played. It was. Look, Geno Smith. He was gutting it out, kind of like
Wentz in that other game.
Jones. He looked like Wentz in the other game, but I was thinking Jones earlier in the season on that Thursday night game where he gutted it out for a win. But Man, I hate it for. I mean, I like Gino because he used to play for us, but man, dude, he looked like he was beaten to death during that game, dude. But I got to say, if there was any glaring weakness on your offense that I've seen, your wide receivers suck. I mean, the kid that caught the touchdown, that was just a perfect throw by Nix, but he threw it right at him. One play, and he played volleyball and launched it up for a friggin' pick. I was like, what in the hell are you guys doing out there, man? And I heard this excuse that this under route might have confused. No, you're a professional friggin' wide receiver. Put your hands on the ball and catch the ball. It's ridiculous.
Well, that's why I think we should use the tight ends more. And then, of course, Mims Jr. was out of here. That's why you didn't see any jet passes because that's what they like to do with him.
Yeah.
But he's our downfield threat. Mims Jr. is. So, and I got to tell you, I don't know if you saw any of those downfield throws by Nix, but they suck.
They do suck. He is not accurate at all going
like
downfield.
70 on Madden. I don't know.
If I was coaching him right now until he gets better at it, I would say, unless you see somebody streaking down the field with nobody on him, don't throw the ball.
Every time it's in two coverage. And our wide receivers drop those too. So. It's such
horrible.
a pain to watch that offense, especially when the running game is pretty decent and they just flat out refuse to do it. And I know for a fact because I saw it with my own two eyes a couple weeks ago. Sean Payton on the back of his stupid waffle menu had run the ball, and I guess he erased it. I don't know. I guess it was a permanent marker or something like that.
He needs to get to it, man. Especially on a short week. Why wouldn't you hand it to that guy over and over and over again? Make it easy on your lineman. It's just dumb.
Nix was happy feet back there. There were so many bad throws. And the ones he did, the wide receivers were so surprised that they didn't catch the damn ball. So it's just the offense is just...
Surprised they didn't catch the ball.
No, so surprised that they were
so surprised that the ball was coming that way.
Yeah, that's
out of here. That's just dumb. That's dumb.
I don't know. I can't think of any excuse.
Dr. Jones, are you a Raiders fan, sir?
No, I look at my avatar. I'm a Chicago Bears fan.
Ah, thank God you don't have to claim this team. I see. Okay,
no, but they are. I will admit they are my favorite. They have been even before they came to Vegas. They are my favorite AFC team.
I got you. All right.
I've always liked the Raiders.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that team too. Why they're not giving it to Genty as often as possible? I don't understand what's going on with that.
I mean, I'm an NFC guy, so I would choose a few NFC teams before the Raiders. But if
I got you.
Our run defense is actually pretty good. I mean, we
of course it is. But I'd still do that. I would still do that.
Before him.
He's the best player on your team, dude. So, I mean, on offense. So, why wouldn't you give him the ball? John, do either one of these teams scare you at this point?
The defense, a little bit of Denver, but other than that, no.
Yeah.
Hey,
was sad.
John,
now,
you better watch out, John. Sean Payton has a week and a half to find out how many screens he could put in a game.
Yeah.
Okay? You watch out for them wide receiver screens. Okay, they're coming, buddy.
Well, look, I think we need to move on from this subject because if I was one of these franchises, I would just burn this film and just move on. That was one of look, the home team was getting booed. They were winning and they were getting booed every time the offense left the field. It was ridiculous, man.
Well,
it was
we
bad.
weren't winning. We were down 7-0 and then we tied it.
Even when you were up, they were booing you.
We only won on a last-second field goal, Joe. We were never up until the end of the game.
Yeah, they just had it. They were just tired.
It was a game-winning field goal.
Are you sure about that? Because I'm pretty sure nobody scored in the fourth quarter. Yeah. I think you're wrong about that, buddy.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Sorry.
Let me take a look at that again. Yeah.
I
0
blocked
points
that offense
both
out of
teams
my
in the fourth quarter. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing happened in the fourth quarter. That's what made this game so horrible. Good Lord. It was ridiculous. Anyway, let's check in on Germany. We've got apparently they've started the fourth quarter and the Falcons are holding serve. Are we seeing two teams on the road in Europe not ready to play? What's going on here?
Yeah,
what do you think?
I don't know.
Huh?
I haven't paid attention too much to this game.
Okay.
You know, it's
All right.
interesting in terms of fantasy. There's one guy I picked up a couple of weeks ago who's just been on fire, and that's Alec Pierce.
Pierce, yeah.
Nobody picks him up. I like every league that I'm in a few leagues, and nobody picks him up. Nobody, I don't know. He seems to be kind of
See,
unspoken.
you're talking about the wide receiver for the Colts?
Yeah, Alec
Yeah.
Pierce. He got a touchdown today, so
A big
you
one.
know.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll give you updates on this, guys, as it goes along. First one we got to talk about today, coming out of the NFC South, we've got the New Orleans Saints at 1-8, heading in to play the Carolina Panthers, who are up one week and down the next, but they're in every game. They're kind of like the Arizona Cardinals, man. They're in every game. They have a chance to win every game they're in. Their defense is decent. Their offense has gotten better. Young is actually starting to play better. But, this is a division game, and neither one of these teams like each other. I picked Carolina in this one simply because they're the home team. And they're at this point in the season, you are what you are. They're going with Show as the quarterback down in New Orleans. We are seeing some of some Taysom Hill from time to time, but it looks like it's going to be Tyler Show. So we'll see how he does down the stretch for the Saints. See if Mr. Kellen Moore will be looking for a quarterback in the offseason. John, what do you think of this one? Who do you think is going to come away with the win?
Well, it's going to be Carolina. It's sorry for, I know, Highlanders.
He's a realistic
gold.
fan. He knows what's up. Yeah.
Yeah. And I like the your guys' kicker because he's from my hometown.
Right.
So, but yeah, it's just there's not a lot there they can do.
Yeah, absolutely. Dr. Jones, what do you think of this one?
I'll take Carolina, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be score prediction 27-20.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It'll be close. This is a division game. I can tell you one thing. There's going to be a fight at some point in this game.
Right.
There always is every time the Saints play the Carolina Panthers.
And that's
Guaranteed.
the thing with the NFC South is, I mean, you could have a crappy team, but they get fired up.
Yeah, they do.
Those games are always tight. I always think, Tampa Bay is going to
Destroy somebody. Yeah.
And it's like they lose or it's like super close. Something about that division where all those, games are super, super tight. So that's what I mean.
Ever since Brady went there, the Bucs have owned that division. But before that, you'd be hard-pressed to have a repeat champ in that division. It was, that's the way it went. Who's going to win it this year kind of thing. Knock, what do you think of this one, man?
Well, I'm definitely going to be going with the Panthers for sure. I think that Panthers defense is not too bad.
No, it's not.
I think they're doing very well. So I think this could probably be a bigger gap in the scoring.
Really?
I don't know if they'll score a lot of points, but I do think that they'll stifle any, it's not hard to do with the Saints, but
right. And the Saints, by the way, just traded us. They're probably their best wide receiver other than Olave.
Yeah.
We just got Snead, didn't we? So, yeah. Shaheed, that's it. Did I say Snead?
So, I'm going to go with Panthers. I'm thinking more like a 24 to maybe 7, maybe 3.
Yeah. You think it's going to be a big
I think the Panthers defense is what's going to really take over this game.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we've got the New York Giants without Scatterboo. Bummer. Was enjoying watching Scatterboo and this.
I love Scatterboo.
This guy playing together. But we've got them going into Chicago.
The Bears.
The Bears.
The
Bears. Talk about your Bears, Dr. Jones. What do you think of this one?
The Bears, 1,000. The Giants, 0. No, I'm kidding.
How did you enjoy that game last week there?
High scoring. And I think this one's going to be another high-scoring game because you've got 2 decent offenses and 2 crap defenses. So I expect a repeat of yesterday. It's probably going to be Bears 32, Giants 28. I expect a high scoring game between both teams, but I think the Bears will pull it out because, they have a little more firepower. If Swift plays, especially because Swift didn't play last week. So if he plays this week, I expect it, maybe 35-21, 35-28. It's going to be high scoring regardless. But the Bears are the Bears. Sometimes they find ways to fuck it up.
John, what do you think?
So
I'm going out on a limb.
Oh, well, I don't think it's a limb because, yes, you may say the Giants' defense is garbage, but I think plenty of teams would love to have their front four. I really
the
do.
Giants, yeah. Mm-hmm. Giants, I think their front defensive line is vastly superior to the offensive line of the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go Giants.
All right. You go, man. What do you think, Doc?
I can't pick against my team, man.
No, of course you're not. I knew who you were picking, brother. Yep.
No, honestly, I feel I stick with my prediction. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Mm-hmm. Maybe not as much as like 32-28, 28-24. I think the Bears are going to pull it out. I think the Bears they have more firepower than the Giants at this point.
They're going to go as your quarterback goes. That's for sure.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Caleb Williams, by the way. I think it was a mistake to pick him up. I would have stuck with Justin Fields. I know people have argued with me, but I think he was getting developed in that system. And I think that he struggled, but I like his heart. I like the kid. I don't like.
I became a fan when he was playing for the Steelers and they pulled him. I think there was a mistake for the Steelers to pull him when they did. We talked about that last year, right, Knock? Mm-hmm. Yep. Go ahead and tell us about this one, Knock.
He's got a good heart.
Yep. Just real quick, Daniel Jones was sacked in the red zone, so they had to settle for a field goal. So it's now a 1-point difference in that game.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's really hard to pick the Bears. They're just so Jekyll and Hyde. Mm-hmm. I think in this one, I think the offense can do enough, and I think the defense can make it play. Because you're looking at the Giants, and it's like, what weapons do they have left?
Yeah, their best receivers out, their best running backs out.
At this point on offense, outside of the quarterback, who he's a little banged up. And I don't think he's on the injury point this week, but he's been taking some shots, so he's one play away. I mean that's the same everywhere, but in his case, he runs. So anytime you have a running quarterback, like that's just we saw what happened to Stroud last week, where he ran one time and was out for the rest of the game, and I think he missed the next couple games. So I think the Bears can do enough. I think the defense, well, not the greatest. I think it's an opportunistic. You know how I like the history of what's his name, Peanut
Tillman, and it's throughout the league now. Thank you, Peanut, for making the turnover a sexy play. Yes,
with the backups of the Giants, being more prevalent, and then you have, the chances of punching a ball out, I think are increased to cause a turnover. So I'm going to go with the Bears.
Okay. All right, so John is the only one on the limb with the Giants. But that could happen because, look, we've seen what happens when Caleb Williams goes off script, and he may have to do it a lot with that front four chasing him down today.
I don't disagree with his assessment. I think it's actually, pretty valid. I mean, I feel, I can't pick against my own team.
No, of course not. I'm picking them. I think they're going to outscore them. I just what Knox said. They're playing the backups.
I know.
I mean, all the way from top to bottom. I mean, they didn't start Jackson Dart at the beginning of the season. They put him in later. So, they're playing the backups of the Giants. The only starters are the front four on the defensive side. And
Dart's pretty good though.
Yeah, he is. I'm not saying that.
You need support. You could be the best quarterback in the world. You got to have some support.
You're right. You can be the best quarterback in the world. You throw into frying pan hands, they're going to drop balls.
You have the best ship in the sea, but if there's a storm.
Right? Okay, next up. Oh, my God. Do we have to pick this game? Oh, God. The Jacksonville Jaguars against the Houston Texans. Two teams I don't think are going anywhere, but the Jacksonville defense has been playing great this year. They're one
Houston.
of the better defenses in the NFL, and they have made up for the mistakes of Fabio. So, and they've got a really good running back. That team's really good. I enjoy watching him play. Knock, tell me about Houston and Jacksonville here. Who's going to take command in this division? Actually, who's going to take second place in this division? Because I keep forgetting Indianapolis is in the South. It's so weird.
Of course, this is the time you pick me first. Okay.
I'm sorry. Problems?
Well, I was looking to see what C.J. Stroud's status was for this week.
Oh, okay. Well, John, tell me about this game, dude.
I hate picking him every week. I do. I hate it.
Are you the reason why they keep winning? Damn it!
Yeah, I got to go with the Jaguars.
Jeez, man. What am I going to do with you?
Okay, C.J. Stroud is out. That's
C.J. Stroud out. Did they lose anything, though? Sure looked like Davis Mills was doing just fine last week.
Stroud isn't what the Stroud of last year, that's for sure.
No, he's not. It's almost like he's shell-shocked. I don't know what's going on with that kid. Really
I think
don't.
it's fine, but do remember he was playing the Denver defense, so
Yeah. Well, no, I've seen him play some other teams that look bad this year.
I've seen him look good too. I mean, they were on the upside after that Ravens game. I truly think they were on the upside, and then he got hurt.
Well, anything else you want to say about this game, Knock?
I'm picking the Jaguars. I just think I don't think David Mills can pull off the win, even against the Jaguars, who are just helter skelter at the next team.
Dr. Jones, what do you think of this one?
Jacksonville 24, Houston 14.
Yeah.
They already matched up against this. They already played this year, and Jacksonville won 17-10. So I don't know. Jacksonville has a little more firepower. I like Sunshine, so
they got a new receiver too, didn't they? Didn't the Jags? Yeah.
I call the quarterback for Jacksonville Sunshine.
Warren. Oh, is that what you call him? We call him Fabio around here. Yeah. He's the
because the thing is,
No,
I got a funny story about this. So, like, my wife and I were watching the NFL, and they showed a picture of, she's not an NFL fan. She doesn't like sports. 27 years, she'll go to a game with me once in a while.
Yeah.
So we're watching NFL, and the picture of Sunshine and his wife, and my wife's like, "Who's the lesbian couple?" And I said, "That's the quarterback," and he's like, "Wow." This is like his first year. So.
Oh my God. Okay, so you got Jacksonville.
Yeah, I think Jacksonville has too much.
We got them. I learned my lesson not picking them last week. So yeah, I'm going with Jacksonville as well. Houston I don't know what's going on with that team. They
have a good defense.
They do have a good defense, but man, the offense, I don't know what's up with it now. It could be could be the running back situation. I'm pretty sure they're starting runners out, right? And he has been for a little bit, I think. Mix, is that who it is?
Oh, Mixon, Joe Mixon. Yeah, he's been out for him, and Tank Dell have been out forever.
Yeah, so that could be the whole problem with this team, because they really were a run first defensive football team when they were reeling off all those wins last year. So I'm pulling for Jacksonville in this one. Or I'm not pulling for them. I'm picking them. Foxy, if you're monitoring the show, turn it off now, and I will text you when it's. That's my wife. She's a huge Miami Dolphins fan, and we all know the situation going on down in Miami. I was watching the game last week, where the Dolphins just totally. Were blowing it every other play. And Mike McDaniels, I did not think he could look pissed off, and he did during that game. It was bizarre. It's like he's coaching them up to do something completely different from what they're doing, and it's really strange to watch. We watch as many Miami games as we possibly can because that's I'm lucky enough to have a wife that watches football, so I help her root for her team and everything, even though I am in the AFC, my team is the New England Patriots. Not because I'm a front runner by any means. It's because my father's from Boston and I don't want to be disowned. And I've followed them ever since they had the losing days of the red uniforms, So, but they're going to host Buffalo today, and Buffalo has finally figured out they need to hand it to number 4, as you can see down at the bottom of the screen. And it's
that easy.
They're coming up. It's that simple, The Chiefs found that out last week.
They had to figure it out last week.
Yep,
They couldn't have waited till this week.
Couldn't have waited till this week to let the big lummox back there mess it up, right? No. We had to hand it to Cook.
It was only a 1-score game.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, that always goes that way. But I mean, it's like I told my father. I keep getting one game a week ahead of my father. We do picks, me and my dad, and he picked the Chiefs last week. I said, Dad, it's the regular season. He said, I don't care. I think they're going to win. I'm just like, okay. All right.
Breaking news, Joe.
Yeah.
We have an 80-yard touchdown by Jonathan Taylor.
Oh, another one of those let him out the gate runs.
Well, no, it was actually he got lost behind the line. He got bundled up behind the line. Not bundled up, but he stopped, and then he just ran around the line, and they were on the outside, and took it all the way to the house.
My God, you got to play contain against that man. He will hurt you. Good Lord, 80-yard run by Jonathan Taylor.
And he's got 37 points in fantasy.
Love it. That's awesome. Jonathan Taylor, man, he should be in the MVP conversation. He really should.
I think I saw earlier he tied Edgar James's touchdown record. Well, I think he just passed it, actually.
Wow. That's amazing.
So, yeah.
Because we all know how much that guy used to torch it. Good Lord. Okay. Let's see. Let's give Dr. Jones the lead on this one. What do you think of this? Do the Dolphins get it together and compete against the Bills, or do they get scorched today? What do you think?
These two teams hate each other. They
Yeah,
hate
they do.
each other since the beginning of time. This is a rivalry game, and when you have a rivalry game, it goes out the window, especially playing in Miami. I'm actually going to predict a 3-point upset.
Really? Okay.
I think Dolphins upset Buffalo.
You think at 27-24, somewhere in there?
17-14. That's what I'm thinking.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, because I have no logic behind my pick. It's just a kind of a gut feeling. I'm just seeing
Bills are due or something.
rivalry game.
Yeah,
Like
it's true.
teams-
Some of these division games can be really, not what you're expecting. Yeah.
Miami, I mean, yeah. So, I mean, I could be wrong, and Allen could light them up, but I don't know. I think Capri Man gets the win.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't know if you know what I'm referring to. But
No, I don't.
the coach of the Dolphins, he was.
Oh, yeah. Capri
Because
pants.
he wears
yeah.
those like
yeah,
short
yeah,
pants.
yeah. That goon. Yes.
Call him
Look,
Capri.
it's not like I don't like Mike McDaniel. I do like him, but he's one of those guys that's a better coordinator than he is a head coach. Some guys are just built to be coordinators. He's a great offensive mind, but
I have nicknames for everybody. Like when I
Yeah,
do my
that's
X show,
great.
like I call. When I'm talking politics, I don't call him Adam Schiff. I call him Watermelon Head.
okay. So you got
But anyways,
Miami pulling off the
I think
upset.
Miami wins. Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Let's
No
see.
logic,
Knock,
just a
what
gut
do you
feeling.
think of this one?
I mean, normally I can understand the divisional component in these games, but for the Dolphins to put up a fight just has me picturing like a Goliath and like a puppet with that defense trying to stop this offense.
Especially losing Phillips. He's off to Philadelphia. He got traded.
I mean, Bills run the ball. I think they'll be unstoppable. I think they can win this game by 40. You
Like
got
I said-
Tua, who's on the brink of being benched. I think that'll just take another interception or two to happen, which can definitely happen in this game.
I don't know how that's going to happen, though, because their backup, I don't think is very good. So,
I'm just
they're
saying,
hard pressed to-
Tua's can throw one or two more interceptions.
Oh, yeah.
So I personally don't see this game being close at all.
I respect that. Like I said, mine's a gut pick.
Yep.
Nothing else.
It could happen.
Given
Anything
Sunday.
can happen. Any given Sunday.
Anything
No
can
doubt.
happen, I'm sure. But
John.
I'm guessing that that Alan promised his wife Haley a beach vacation, so he's gonna torch them early so they can go get some beach time.
It's games like this that wind up being upset, though. That's the
It's
thing.
true. It's true.
I've learned-
Everybody
yeah,
thinks
but-
Buffalo should go in here and just beat the shit out of this team and hang a 50 burger on them. And, this, if you're a high character team, this is when you get together and just, punch them in the mouth. But I just don't know. I get it. I struggle with that with this one because of how bad the Dolphins season is going.
Right.
I hate it for Waddle. He's a great player, and I hope that when they do this end of the season burn down, which is coming, let there be no doubt. They've already fired the general manager. When they begin the rebuild, which is coming, I hope they keep him on, and they do some good things for him. But I'm with the rest of them. You're on that limb by yourself, buddy.
Logic dictates that Buffalo's going to cream them, and I
Right.
see that. But this is just a gut pick, and
I hear you.
This is my only gut pick of the day.
I hear you. Now, next up, we've got the war between the Purple People Eaters. It's the Ravens with Lamar Jackson. He's back
Everybody's
against the Minnesota Vikings, boys and girls. And McCarthy coming off a win. He looked really good last week. So this should be interesting. The Vikings are at home. They've got a decent defense when they get some offense. It's funny. Me and Knock go up and down about this defense. Every time I say they're good, they start getting lit up. And then I'll stop mentioning it, and he'll go, oh, like last week he was texting me, oh, maybe you're right about this defense.
They do good in spurts.
They do, and I think they need the support from the office. I think that's what it is. I think this is a highly emotional. Flores, who shouldn't have lost his job in Miami, if you ask me. He should still be the Miami head coach. He really can dial it up against certain teams. Now, how is he going to do against Lamar Jackson? I really don't have a way to gauge that. But we'll see what happens. I personally, in this one, am picking the Baltimore Ravens on the road. I usually go with the home team when it's close, but I just think Lamar is chomping at the bit to get back in that MVP race and light somebody up. So I'm thinking that the Ravens are going to pull this one off in Minnesota. John, what do you think of this one, buddy?
Well, I think the Ravens are going to pull it off, but it's going to be a lot closer than people expect.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Ravens secondary is still weak.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The problem is, can McCarthy take advantage of that?
That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. If he just throws it to Jefferson, he'd be okay.
Oh yeah, they still got one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. I mean, come on.
Quadruple team him.
Right.
Yeah.
So who you got, man? Who you got?
I'm going to go with the Ravens.
Okay. Dr. Jones.
Baltimore 42, Minnesota 21.
There you go.
I think
Cleaning of the clock, as you say. Yes.
I think Baltimore is going to run the table for the rest of the year. They're going to surprise people because they have all their pieces in play again. So, I mean, that first week, probably the best game and one of the best games of the year against Buffalo when he running back fumbled.
It just totally shifted that game.
Yeah,
it really did.
So.
Yep. Okay. Knoxter, who you got in this one?
Earlier this week, I usually do my picks on like Tuesday or Wednesday. And earlier this week, I had the Vikings, probably because of how they won last week against the Lions. But I also believe that the Ravens are going to run the table and go 11-5. Who's at 12-5 now? 12-5.
Yeah.
At least 11-6, 12-5. The rest of the way, they're going to go on a run. So I did change to the Ravens this morning because I think as long as Lamar is in there, they're going to just win games. I don't know how good they'll do in the playoffs, but they're going to make the playoffs generally if Lamar is playing. So
yeah. I think the one game they got out of what's his name? Huntley? Is that his name? When they actually let him play the same playbook as Lamar and they won the game. You remember that one? I can't remember who they were playing. But
The Bears.
yeah, was it the Bears? Oh my
Pretty sure it was-
God!
yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, that was a big win for them, man. And Lamar being back is, you got that 1-2 punch of him and my boy King Henry back there, man. Oof. King Henry doesn't look like he's losing a step either. Good Lord. Okay, so I've got Baltimore as well. Looks like a clean sweep for that one. So next up, we've got, oh God, it could be Dice Cam. Could be Dice Cam time, John. I'm not sure.
Real quick, Joe.
Yeah.
2-minute warning. Atlanta's in the red zone.
Okay. We'll see what happens with that. Keep us up on it, man. Justin Fields hosts. Well, actually, is he playing? Is he playing?
I think so because I think didn't the backup get hurt?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think
All right.
I think Fields has been back in there. Taylor. I
Okay.
think was starting for a game or two. He got hurt the same game.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So we got that, and what's the guy's name in Cleveland? Gabriel, I think.
Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel. Yeah.
Didn't he come from Oklahoma? Shouldn't you know this?
Dylan Gabriel?
Or no? Where did he come from?
Well, I do not know, sir. Look it up yourself. Don't even know who that kid is. He might have played at Oklahoma at some point, but I don't think he was a starter. I'm taking the Browns in this one just because of the defense. That's the only reason why I'm picking them in this one. That's the only reason why I'm picking them.
That's right. He was in Oklahoma, 22 and 23, and then his final season was in Oregon.
Okay, there you go. Cleveland, just because of the defense. I think the defense is going to come up with enough to win this game. The Jets just lost their best friggin' cornerback. He's playing right now over in Germany. So, they're gonna be. They also lost their best defensive lineman in the middle too. Not sure where did he end up going, guys. Williams. Where did he
Cowboys.
go? The Cowboys. That's right. That's right. Oh my gosh. Yeah. We'll see how they are against the run when they play again. I'm not sure when they play again, but aren't they on a bye? I think they're on a bye this week. But anyway, that's why I'm taking Cleveland. Knock, who you like in this one?
I'm going to go with Cleveland because of the defense, and I think the offense can do just enough as well.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, it's 2nd and goal on the 1-yard line.
Oh God.
Or 2-yard line, 1 or 2.
Come on.
Sauce Gardner
Colts.
saved the touchdown.
Wow. Sauce Gardner. Really? Guy we were just talking about. John, who you got in this one?
Well, before Tuesday, I was going to say the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
But since they had their fire sale, I got to go with Cleveland.
Yeah. Don't you? I mean,
Yep.
they're going to be adjusting on defense, which is not a good thing to do.
No.
I don't care what team you're playing,
Falcons score.
Falcons score.
A minute
Bummer.
and 44 seconds to go. Colts have 1 touchdown.
I'll hear you.
And they're going for 2.
Okay. Let us know what's up. Dr. Jones, who you got?
God, this is like choosing if you want to get shot or stabbed.
Right?
Oh,
it's
man.
just,
Well, we know which team has the clear-cut better defense.
Yeah. We do know what the best unit on the field is today. It's the Cleveland defense.
And I like Dylan Gabriel. I think he's growing this season. It's his first season. I think he's only going to get better.
We'll see. We'll see.
Let's
Go ahead,
see.
Dr. Jones.
This one is probably the hardest one to pick because it's just two teams that are total crap.
What's
And
your gut feeling?
Believe it or not, I'm going to go Jets 14, Cleveland 10.
Wow.
I've never trusted
He believes in Justin Fields.
I do.
Look, I like the kid. He really turned me around. Knock and I went round and round with this guy when he was with Chicago. I just didn't see it, And then the way he handled himself in Pittsburgh is what really made me a Fields fan.
Yeah.
And when I found out that he went to a military academy, in high school. I thought that was very cool too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like. He's a high character guy, and I really dig him. I just wish he played for a better organization. I'm one of those believers that the teams that win perennially, it's because they have a great organization, and I
Right.
think you can agree with me that Woody Johnson is one of the worst owners in the NFL. So
Yeah, Cleveland's pretty bad too. That's
yeah,
what I'm
it
saying.
is.
It's like
yeah, shot or stabbed, exactly.
I think the Bears are up there too with bad organizations in football.
Right. So you're going with your boy Fields, which hey, yeah, it could very well happen.
I mean, it's basically, I would consider this like a pick 'em. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, John's got a thing called Dice Cam. I'm surprised he didn't pull it out for this one, but he gave the reason, and I can understand it. That's why I'm picking them too.
And
they had a fire sale on defense. I mean,
I don't
yeah,
disagree with it at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, like I said, with the other game, the assessments are correct.
Yep.
Miami could get blown out. Cleveland
Yep.
could pull it out. Or I'm sorry. Yeah. So, I mean, just, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. But I do have to acknowledge a big fan of this show. Good to see you, young man. His name is not Fuck Headquarters 2005. We know what his name is.
There are some who call me Tim.
Yeah, Tim is here. He says, hail at work on my break. It's good to see you, man. He says, it's a shit show today. Yeah, a lot of these games, some of them are pretty bad. Yeah. They are, man. They really are, which is making them hard to pick. But this one could end up being the game of the day right here. Let me tell you, the New England Patriots, after a 6-game winning streak, are heading down to Tampa. This is the Brady Bowl, I'm calling it. This is Tom Brady's old teams playing each other. You've got Drake May, who is riding a high right now, going into a hostile environment where Baker Mayfield will have that crowd fired up and will not give up until the last whistle or until they drag him off the field. One of the two. This has the potential to be the game of the weekend. I'm looking forward to it. I am picking the Buccaneers just because they are the home team, and you know how I feel about that. If it looks equal, always go with the home team because they're gonna get the breaks. The referees want to make it out of the parking lot without getting shot, so they're gonna get the breaks in the game usually, unless you're playing the Packers or the Dallas Cowboys. When they're on the road in your town. That's usually what happens. But anyway, I want to hear from Dr. Jones first on this one. What do you think about this great matchup of two pretty good quarterbacks, a young gun against the wily old veteran? What do you think?
Patriots 35, Buccaneers 17. Because I think the Buccaneers are still kind of injured and hurting, and I don't think Mayfield, I've had Mayfield on fantasy the last couple of years here and there, and it just seems like he's hit or miss. He can have a game where he gets like 4 or 5 touchdowns and games where he's just, I don't see a barn burner here. I see New England domination.
Okay. One thing for sure, both of them's best wide receivers are out. Of course, Edwards gone for the year, and Booty is out for this one too. He's hurt for New England, so he's been the money maker for them last few weeks. So they're both going to be dealing with not having their best targets on the field. John, what do you think of this
one? Baker Mayfield is very good. But this is the year of Drake May.
Yeah.
As far as this game's concerned.
Yep.
So I'm going Patriots.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. And Knoxter, what do you think?
Yeah, this is a tough one honestly. I like both these teams.
Yep.
I think I'm going to go with the Patriots. I don't know. This is a toss-up, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is, man. They're both two really good teams.
I think the Buccaneers are more beat up. I think that's why it's kind of swinging me. They're missing. Yeah. They're missing some components there. So I think that's what makes it over the top for me.
By the way, Jackson's out for the Patriots as well. Their best running back. He's out too.
I think
All right.
Stevenson is the better back. So
Or excuse me, no, it is Stevenson, the starter. I'm sorry, I said the wrong name. Stevenson's out for this game. So, yep. But anyway, so I'm on the limb.
this is
By
my chance.
myself for
This is
this
my
one.
chance. Come on, Patriots. This is my chance to catch
Yeah,
up.
I usually go with the Patriots. I just
need
have
one
a
game a
feeling.
week.
I just Baker Mayfield, man. You know how I'm about my Boomer Sooner, man. You know I love him. Okay, next up, let's see what we got here, boys and girls. Aha, yeah, we got some good games coming in the late window from the NFC West. One my favorite division, of course. You see, I've got my Seahawks gear on. And they're hosting the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals are resurgent with Jacoby. God, I always forget his last name. Brissett playing at quarterback. So much so, I guess they've put in Kyler Murray on IR for the rest of the season. So they're rolling with this guy, and they're going into Seattle, who is, I did not know this until I was watching the pregame shows. It's the only team in the NFL that is top 5 in both offense and defense. Did not know that. I knew our defense had been playing really well, and they've got the top wide receiver in the NFL right now as far as yardage and catches and stuff goes. Jackson Smith and Jigma is just playing phenomenal. They didn't know if they had a number one in him until the season started, and wow, he's turning out to be a number one and then some. So, yeah, I'm picking my Seahawks at home. I think they're going to continue this role they're on. I think the threats to us are not the Cardinals in this division. I think it's the Rams, and I think it's the 49ers. And I really think we're going to end up third in that battle just because the other two have been so much more battle-tested over the years. So, thoughts on this one, John? What do you think?
Well, even though the Cardinals have a quarterback that can see over the line now, yeah, I'm still going to go Seahawks. They're just too good right now.
They are killing it. Look, that first half that he had against Washington hadn't been done since Johnny Unitas did it in the 60s. 4 touchdowns and over 350 yards of passing in one half. I mean, that's crazy. That's unreal. And it's, you guys know I'm a big question mark when it comes to our quarterback. I didn't believe in him last year when he was wheeling off all those wins with Minnesota. But we'll see what happens, man. We'll see how we do.
Colts are lining up for a game-time field goal.
Come on, Colts, do it. Go ahead there, Dr. Jones. Tell me about this game in my favorite division in football.
I say Seahawks 17, Arizona 10.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be, I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I think it's going to be pretty close. I think Seattle's learned their lesson. They, in the red zone, they run the ball instead of throwing it. So,
it doesn't hurt that two.
I know that was a dig at you, man. I'm just joking. I don't know if you know what I'm referring. I'm referring to
I
something
know
way
exactly
back.
what you're talking about.
Do you know what he's
Way
talking about?
back.
He's talking about the Super Bowl where they threw it instead of giving it to Marshawn Lynch.
Oh,
He
what
had
happened?
something to say there. I just can't hear it.
No,
I just don't know what he was
17-10.
talking about there.
I think Seattle.
Hey, Colts score! It's tied with 25 seconds to go.
Wow, all right. Maybe we'll get
Seattle
some
made
overtime
it-
in
did
Germany.
his job.
Okay. Cool.
Seattle has a good defense, but I think Arizona is better than their record. So but I don't think they're as good as Seattle. And I think
Well, the thing about here's the thing
17-10.
that scares me about this game, buddy. Arizona, they're another team like Carolina that's in every game. You are going to have to beat them because they are going to keep coming. They even when Kyler Murray was healthy, they were like that. They're in every game. I really, it's impressive how they just don't give up. You don't see them bailing. That they keep competing. John, who you like in this one?
I already went with Seahawks.
Oh, that's right. Knoxter.
I think this will be a high-scoring game. Uh, Darnold is playing out his mind,
Yes, he is.
and this Arizona offense has looked really different with Brissett back there, and Marvin Harris Jr. has become a benefactor of that. And I don't know if you guys saw that slant he did last week that broke the ankles of that defender, but my God, it looked like he barely moved.
Yeah.
He made the guy fall to the ground, and that dude is special. So he's finally coming into his own in the NFL, and I think he's only going to get he's only going to get better. So I'm going with the Seahawks, though. I think they can outscore the Cardinals.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
They still only have 3 wins for a reason. So.
Great. Everybody picked Seattle, which means Arizona's going to beat us by 30. Freaking awesome. Thanks a lot, guys.
Sorry, I can't go on that limb. I got to be more careful with my picks now. Okay, I gotta actually pay attention.
The team
Catching up.
Yeah, I hear you. You gotta walk me down, right? Yeah. Okay. By the way, I'm leading in the picks, Dr. Jones, if you're wondering. Okay, so
You're writing all these down, eh?
Oh yeah, I'm writing them all down. I'm not writing yours down because you weren't here at the beginning of the season. We made predictions at the beginning of the season. We've got predictions for the Super Bowl and everything. Yeah. So, and mine's still looking all right, huh? What's that?
I do a pick'ems league. No, it's free. No betting or no money. But I do, and that's where my picks come from, and so they're locked. So I know if Joe is shorting me a little bit. Because I have an exact number on the site.
I'm not shorting you.
I know. You would have heard from me by now.
Okay. We've got the Rams. And my boy Matthew Stafford, he may be my favorite quarterback in the NFL right now, man. This guy is awesome. He is a wily old veteran. He can throw it from any platform, underhanded, overhanded, whatever you want him to do. The guy is just phenomenal. I love him. And he's going up against the team that I think is the best coached team in the NFL, the San Francisco 49ers. I mean, they're out there with their backups most of the time, and they're getting wins. It's phenomenal to see. It really is. This game is being played in San Francisco. I got to go with the 49ers in this one, just because I think it's an even matchup, and I think that they're playing at home, and they'll get the win. Friggin' Warner being out for the season really hurts, but I said at the beginning of the season, Robert Saleh being back, coaching that defense, is the difference for them this year. Last year they got a lot of injuries, and they didn't look good, but this year they've had injuries, and the coaching is getting guys ready for the games, and you guys have seen it. They're playing really well. I'm going to take the San Francisco 49ers in this one. I think they're going to give Matthew Stafford some headaches, and they're going to pull out the win. Knock, what do you think of this one?
I think the Rams' defensive line is going to destroy Mac Jones.
Wow. Yeah.
He's already getting beat up. So they may knock him out this game. I think this is where I'm going to make my difference and catch up a little bit more. I'm going to go with the Rams. Okay. I think they can. I think something's got to give with the 49ers. Eventually, they just have too much hurt talent.
They've been bending and bending and bending. You think they're going to break eventually?
I think they're finally. I think finally they're just going to lose too much to. You're essentially playing preseason defense right now.
Yeah.
You're getting talent-wise, I should say.
Right.
I can understand where their scheme is. I get what you're saying with Saleh, but I think the Rams are not a team that you play backups with.
That offense it's hard to stop. It is. Dr. Jones, your thoughts?
Rams 17, 49ers 7.
You don't like offense, do you, bud? I think that pretty much most of your calls have been under 20 points. You pick the under a lot, don't you?
Yeah, I just, some of these, like the Rams have a really good defense. And
that's true.
Really
good offense, too.
I mean, that's not true because, I'm just, I play conservative with my predictions.
Fair enough.
It's 17-7. I think the Rams have had great defense. I think San Francisco's beat up. But the wild card here is McCaffrey. If McCaffrey has a great game, then it could be like
Kittle's back as well, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Don't forget
Yeah,
that.
so I mean, it could be. You could be right. It could be like a 35-28 game. But I mean, the Rams defense is just too good. I don't think that's going to happen.
They are good. They are good.
That's what I'm saying, 17-7.
All right. John, who you got?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the 49ers. They've got the one guy on their team that can carry the whole team.
Yeah.
That's Christian McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm not saying Stafford can't do it, but I actually have seen McCaffrey do it. So.
Yeah, we've all seen him do it. That
We've
guy
also
is
seen
the X
Stafford
factor.
carry a whole team on his back to a playoff, so
Yeah.
or to the Super Bowl. At least the offense wise.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but they had Aaron Donald in that defense.
I said offense wise.
Offensively.
Yeah.
Offensively. Next up, we've got the Detroit Lions. Oh, it just gets worse for Washington. They're going to have Mariota. Looks like Jaden Daniels' horrific injury late in that game where he shouldn't even have been playing. The game was over. Everybody knew it, and he was. I mean, he's a gamer. He wants to be out there, but at some point you got to freaking pull the guy, right? But hindsight's 20/20. I'm sure Dan Quinn feels bad for leaving him in there as long as he did, but I just don't see any way this team. They're long in the tooth on defense. I love my boy Bobby Wagner. He's one of the top 5.
Von Miller.
Yeah, right. Von Miller. I mean, yeah, they have got to have one of the oldest defenses out there. I think the Detroit Lions light these guys up today.
Yeah,
That's who I'm taking. Dr. Jones, tell me.
Detroit 46.
What was that you were saying, Knock, about?
No, this one, Detroit 46, Washington 17.
Wow.
No, I mean it. Like
Yeah. I know you mean it. I'm thinking the same thing. I just don't pick points. That's all. Yeah, I'm thinking they're going to mow them down like it's nobody's business. This is one of those weeks where the Lions make everybody go, damn, where is this team all year long,
We're going to see Amon St. Brown throw a touchdown while doing a backflip. It's going to be great. I heard he's been working on that.
I show St. Brown. That's what I call him.
That would be awesome. But
And it'll be Jameer Gibbs.
Go ahead and tell me more about this game. But I know you're taking Detroit, right? Yeah.
I'm definitely taking Detroit. I mean, I think
he lives up there in the Washington area, by the way, and he hears all about
the
this
DC
team.
area. Yeah. So I mean, I think the Lions have a big problem, unfortunately. And any time that line, when they go up against a good defensive line, Goff has issues.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's the case here.
No.
So I think the Lions should win pretty easily.
Yeah.
But in the playoffs, where they're going to be facing better defensive lines, hell, maybe even the Vikings again.
Right.
I don't know if the Vikings will make it, but a team that has a defensive line, maybe like the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I think in the future that's going to be a problem. But for now,
I think the rest of their division knows it, and that's why the Packers picked up who they did.
Yeah.
I think you're absolutely right about that. John, tell us.
I think Bobby Wagner and Von Miller are going to cast aside their walkers.
Oh, the hater! But didn't the Lions beat the Chiefs? I think that's
Nope.
why. Not this year. That's right.
Not this year.
You're still holding a grudge from last year. Got it. Okay. Damn.
No, I think they're going to get after Goff. I think it's going to be Commanders.
Oh, wow.
Wow, John, are you?
Even
Wow.
I can't go on that list.
I'll fix this. Yeah, we got to give him. Hang on a second. I got a new graphic that I haven't used all day, but in honor of my brother not being here, we got to do it. he's comfortable on that limb. Yeah, it must be cozy out there because you are out of your mind. Go ahead and tell me what's up. What do you think?
And we'll give them all the props next week.
Next week I will be not worthy.
It'll be a John theme intro into the show where every picture has John's face on it because he was right.
And every golf sack. Yeah.
Yeah, I just got a feeling that defense is going to get after him because that Lions front line is not.
It's not what it was.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's just my prediction.
Okay. All right. And there you go. We don't always see eye to eye, boys and girls. That's his upset pick of the week, and he's going to stick to it. Tonight in Los Angeles, we have the Herbert-led Chargers hosting Aaron and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, boy. This should be fun. Prime time. Oh, my gosh. Oh, it's either feast or famine with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Last week, they made the unstoppable Colts look mortal. It's very strange what happened last week. I don't know what happened to their defense, but they said, you know what? We're going to shut down friggin' Jonathan Taylor, and we're going to dare Daniel Jones to beat us. And, wow. That team looked bad last week.
I think they were mad about the uniforms from the week before.
Probably
yeah.
having
they
to wear
got really
those
mad that people
prison
were making
uniforms.
fun of them.
Yeah,
so they took it out on the Colts.
The more I'm talking about this, the more I'm leaning Pittsburgh. But I know they're so up and down, though. This is another helter-skelter team, kind of like the frickin' Carolina Panthers. One week they come out look like world beaters. The next week they look like the sieve. It's so up and down. I have to go with who I think has better trends going, and I'm going to take the Chargers in this one. You guys know I like Herbert a lot. He's got to be in the MVP conversation.
Bobby
What's that?
Bobby Haybear. I remember that guy.
Yeah, Bobby Hebert. Yeah. And it's spelt the same way. It's just he's from Louisiana, so we pronounce it different. But anyway, yeah, go ahead, Dr. Jones. Tell us about this one. What do you think?
Pittsburgh 35, Chargers 21. I think Pittsburgh, like the Ravens, they're gonna be on fire for the rest of the year. I think there's too much, love him or hate him. I think Aaron Rodgers, he knows how to win, and I think you're gonna see that. Steelers. Yeah, Steelers 35, Chargers 21.
Okay, all right.
Just a thought.
Knock, what do you think of this one? Talk about that team that's been a thorn in your side in the division.
So, real quick, Colts just sacked Penix to force a punt. And there's 8 minutes left in the game.
Okay.
So the reason why the Colts got so beat up last week is because the offensive line. Mm-hmm. Because the Steelers got after him. The Chargers just lost one of their best linemen, Joe Alt.
Yes, they did.
And so I think that T.J. Watt is going to destroy Herbert. Herbert throws picks. He threw a pick six against the Titans. He does pick sixes. He's the Phillip Rivers of today.
Yeah,
in my opinion. I think he has all the talent in the world. He's going to make some great plays. He's great. If I pick him up, I have him in fantasy.
Yeah.
He's great for me in fantasy. He gets a lot of points, just like Phillip Rivers did, but he always loses. So I think in this case, I think the Steelers' defense is going to wreck them, make them get turnovers, do exactly what they did to Jones last week, cause 3 or 4 turnovers. And then I think the offense will do plenty to I don't think the Chargers' defense is that bad, but I think the Steelers can do plenty to take advantage of those. And, yeah, I think the Steelers got it.
Okay. John, who you like?
I'm going Steelers. And it's not a hater pick. I'm doing it for
I
the
understand
same
this
reason.
week, John.
I'm doing it for the same reason, because they've got that weak line, that Joe Alt.
That's definitely their weakness.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think Herbert is one of the most sacked, too, if I'm not mistaken. One of them.
Pretty close, yeah. But, yeah, so I'm just going to go – I'm going to go Steelers.
Okie dokie. Well, I guess I'm out on that limb this time.
Sure
It's comfy
are.
out here. It's comfy out here. I like it. Okay, let's see. What else we got going on? Monday night. If you'd have asked me about this game a month ago, I'd have thought this was going to be a great game. I don't think this is going to be a great game on Monday night. I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to come out and stomp a mud hole in the friggin' Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers have all of a sudden started to look like ass. And I just don't understand it. I don't know why they're playing that way. But, yeah, I think the Eagles are just going to mess these guys up.
Tyler Warren for the Colts is ridiculous. That guy is too good. He just caught like a 30-yard pass.
I saw him get one earlier and mow down some people getting some yards. Yeah, he is good.
He
no
is
doubt.
a beast. Just set him up.
Let's see. I'm taking Philly in this one. I think they create drama with this football team just so they can be on edge about something.
They play down to their competition all the time.
They do.
And it's hard to say, I don't want to say Packers are, playing down to them, but
That's why I don't expect them to do anything but go out there and pulverize this team. Let's see. John, tell us about this one. What do you think?
I think the Packers are going to get their crap together this game. I think it's going to be a really close game. And I think Micah Parsons is going to get one too many sacks on Mr. What's his face?
Mr. What's his face?
See, now the hater gene is coming back.
Right? You talking about Jalen Hurts?
You're good for
The guy that beat you in the Super Bowl
Now
last
it's back.
year?
Now it's back.
Hurts.
Yeah. That what's his name guy? Oh, it's kind of
No.
like your what's his name quarterback. Yeah.
I know why we lost in the Super Bowl. We lost in the Super Bowl because our line was ass.
But you're saying Green Bay in this one, buddy?
I'm saying Green Bay. Yeah, remember I picked Green Bay to go all the way.
I know you did.
in the
I know
NFC.
you did. Yep.
And that was before they got Micah Parsons.
This is true. This is true. Dr. Jones, who you
Are
like?
you ready? Are you ready for some football? A
Yeah.
Monday night party.
Yes.
This is Mike, and my mission is to get the whole thing started. Helmets crashing. The crowd is psyched. I think the Eagles win 35-10
Yes.
on this Monday night.
That's what I'm talking about, man. He knows what's up. Yep. Yeah,
I miss that theme, man.
yeah, I do too. I do.
It was like, I don't know. I feel like Monday Night Football is just not the same anymore.
It's not because you have to. Half the time you have to pay to watch it, depending on if you're in the area or not.
In the summer, you can't even watch it now.
Yeah, it's
I don't have cable in Vegas, so I have to go through this this app. What is it called? To watch all my locals. Fubu.
yeah. There you go.
You
Yep.
know, and but it's just I hate Joe Buck and Troy Aikman.
Oh my God! Now
The-
Troy Aikman used to be a pretty good announcer.
The
He
married
used to be.
couple and Joe Buck and his fake hair dye, and he looks
Joe
like an
Buck
out.
just. You know what? Joe Buck should only have one job: calling New York Yankee games in baseball. That's
I liked
what he
his.
should be
I
doing.
liked his dad though. His dad
Yeah,
was really good.
yeah, absolutely.
Cardinals, right? Cardinals,
Right,
Announcer.
Yep.
Anyways, so I think the Eagles just have too many weapons at this point. And
Jonathan Taylor touchdown, game over.
Yeah,
They
More
love
points
it.
for me.
love it.
Man, that's
Nice.
crazy, man. After a huge pass to Tyler Warren to get them within field goal range, they ran Taylor like 4 or 5 times just down their throat, and he just went untouched.
And they just couldn't stop it, and he
Could
went
not
ahead and
stop
punched
it.
it in. Wow.
Wow.
46.6 points.
Whew.
Wow.
Almost a 50.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so, Dr. Jones.
So I think Green Bay. I think Philadelphia has kind of been underplaying. So 35-10. I think Philadelphia is going to blow them out.
Yep.
So
I'm with you. That's exactly what I'm seeing. Knock. What do you think, dude?
Well, when I say the Eagles downplay to their opponent, I think they don't score many points.
Yeah.
So I think the Eagles will still win this one, but it'll be like a 24-21 kind of game.
Okay.
Like they don't tend to blow teams out. They really don't.
No.
So
Still waiting for Saquon to have that breakout game this year.
yeah,
I
that's
think
Really
this is
hasn't.
I think this will be the game where they kind of stake their claim on the year. But
Yeah.
and maybe I just need to watch the Packers more, but I haven't seen that much from Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons
He
is
disappeared
exactly
at
what he
first.
was in Dallas. He
Yeah.
overruns the run, and if they run Saquon right at him, that's going to be a big night for the Eagles. Let me tell you. He's a one-trick pony, guys. He's a one-trick pony. I've been watching him in Dallas, and when they said that they were trying to stop the run, I'm like, I understand why what you're doing here, but I don't know that you do it a week before the season starts. You know what I mean? The timing of it is what I questioned. You know, if they'd have got rid of him in the offseason and been preparing without him all year, I'd have thought that was cool. But Jerry Jones can't get out of his own way. But anyway, yeah, he's a one-trick pony, man. He can wreck a passing game, no doubt about it. But you know,
I think Hurts can escape. So
yeah, Hurts. Look, Hurts. I'll tell you the guy he reminds me of. He reminds me of Steve McNair. The guy's core strength is unbelievable. He doesn't even look like he's running fast, but unless you wrap up and bring some friends, you're coming off of him because he's very strong. The guy is really strong, and he knows he is. And he keeps his foundation underneath him, and yeah, it's tough to bring that guy down. He's tough. Okay, boys and girls, let's see what we've got in next week's.
real quick, Joe, what's
Yeah.
the over/under on the controversial tush push play? 1 or 2 calls.
Oh shit! You know, I don't know. All this. Look, when it comes to real quick, since you brought it up, I've got no problem with the tush push. They've been running a fucking goal line play forever. But if you're going to allow people to push him from behind, then you better allow leverage on special teams, which they don't. They took it out for player safety reasons. And you better let them do it on defense, too. So a linebacker should be able to be shoved right at the quarterback at the same time. So, and they're not going to do that because, you know, can't have that happening on that side of the ball. It's an offensive-driven league. They're not going to get rid of it. And they're not going to, yeah. All I would say is this. They need to take away the component of, they either allow leverage on both sides of the ball or they don't. That's my only problem with it.
I
If
think
you
at the
understand
very
what I'm
least
saying.
there should be an adjustment to the refs' positions in that play. Like they're just, and I know that can affect, you know, fakes or whatever, but there should be like
Designate a
right
ref
there.
to watch the line, right
Like,
down the
literally
line.
right there along the line,
Yeah.
but like not even on the sideline, like 5-10 yards into the field. So they're literally like watching the line, and that's all they're doing.
That should be a play that gets reviewed every time. So that's the only way to get the false starts that happens every freaking time they do it.
Hey, breaking. I don't know if this is breaking or not, but the NFL commissioner Pete Tagliabue died. He's dead.
Oh,
He
Paul
just passed-
Tagliabue. Oh
he
my
just
God,
passed
he's
away.
the best. Oh, he's the best commissioner they ever had, dude. The guy was awesome. Wow.
So
What
didn't
a
mean to
shame.
interrupt, but I figured that was
No,
breaking.
it's fine. That's big news. I remember him from when I was younger, and he's the guy that got it where it is today. You know, when
Better
he
than
took.
this, better than this guy that's in charge.
Yeah,
now, man. Oh,
Yeah.
Don't even get me started about Goodell. Don't even get me started about that clown. Let's take a look at next week's games real quick before we get out of here. The ones that we're going to have before we come back on the air. The Jets, Patriots. That's a division game, but I don't expect it to be any good because
I don't know why they scheduled this one. There was no.
God, that's
There was
horrible.
no world where the Jets were going to be good.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of hard to figure out. And then we've got the end of the international series, and it's going to be in Spain. I think it's Madrid. And
Come on, NFL. NFL
the
needs to
Commanders versus the Dolphins.
Now this one isn't the scheduler's fault. This actually could happen.
This could have been a good game. It could
get,
have.
the NFL needs to get more risky with where they play in the Kyiv. Come on, man. Put it in the middle of the Ukraine. There
I
you
want
go.
a moon game. That's what I'm waiting.
A moon game. Oh wait,
Moscow.
wait. Are you telling me we're gonna go ahead and start playing Mutant
right.
League football, boys
right.
and girls? Is that what we're gonna do? Yeah, that's what I'm
right.
talking about.
Can't wait.
But yeah, these matchups don't look good. This will be a better game just because they both suck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then
no interest
I
in
won't
that.
be
this
hurting
one right here is going to be horrible. There's no even reason to turn that on at all.
Well, my gut feeling says that this.
I mean, maybe if you're
Whatever.
cleaning the house.
Knock, whatever. Okay, boys and girls, we are coming to the end of it. Yeah, rip for sure. Paul Tagliabue was a great commissioner.
Hey,
He's the
look
guy
at-
that made the league we have today. It
You didn't go over a game. I want you to do something real quick.
What's
look
that,
at how
bud?
much the tickets are for the Raiders and the Cowboys. Just look. Just
Raiders
pull it
and the
up.
Cowboys.
$8.
Pull it up. Pull
$8.
it up. No. You're gonna see how ridiculous Vegas prices are. Good. Just
Oh,
Okay.
they're at Vegas. Okay, never mind.
Hang on.
Yeah, it's a
I'll have to
Monday-
look
it's
that
a-
up.
it's a Monday night game.
Monday night game. I wasn't going to look at the whole week, just the
Do
ones
you
that.
have it? Do you have it, Dr. Jones? You can share.
Yeah. Do you have it?
Yeah, hold on. Let me look it up real quick. Keep talking and I'll find it.
Okay. Well,
So-
look, I'm going to go ahead and start my ending spiel here real quick. I want to thank you guys for being here. I'm looking at some of the chat here. Fuck the Colts. Oh, God. Keely Chow. Is it really that bad? Wow, man. He's a Titans fan, though. So, yeah. He's a Titans fan. Well, he always says the Titans are forcing him to drink. Can we have some regular season games in St. Louis and San Diego? No, because your team's moved out. Sorry, Keely Chow. You can't. Rick, Paul, Tagliabue, yeah, everybody's going to be saying that. And Keely Chow also says, thank you for a great show. No
All right, got
problem,
it.
man. We do it for you, bro. We do it because we love football. Really.
I popped it up.
Okay, here we go. What? Wow.
Well,
I wouldn't be going to that game. Are you kidding me?
That's Vegas, though. That's where you go on vacation, and it's a vacation spot. It's not.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah, I
that's
thought
insane.
these tickets were expensive.
That's insane, man.
I mean, the Jacksonville game was like $50. It was such a bad matchup.
Wow.
They're locals.
Look, the lowest
locals-
I ever paid. The lowest I ever paid for a game. It was the year that Michael Vick got in the dog fighting thing. The Falcons couldn't give those tickets away. I paid $14 a piece for me and my wife to get nosebleed seats, end zone seats, at the Georgia Dome before they built the new stadium. It was insane how lowly and the stadium wasn't even half full. I mean, it was bad. It was bad. Okay, boys and girls, let me let you know what's going on with the channel. First of all, let me go ahead and start this thing up. I just don't want to run it during the whole show. But there's 3 places you can support the channel at. You can go and check me out at joesatmosphere.com. You can check out Subscribestar. And you can check out my Amazon Kindle page at Atmosphere Comics. All are ways to support the channel. Subscribestar, you can see all the behind-the-scenes stuff on the comic book. And you can also take a look at the teaser edition for $1 over on Kindle. It's got 5 pages inked, the first 5 pages of The Privateer. And if you need a commission, don't forget commissions are being cut off at December 1st. So you got to get them in this month if you want me to do you a drawing for Christmas. You do that through joesatmosphere.com. The email is at the bottom of the page. So you guys definitely go check that stuff out if you want to support the channel. Of course, you know you're watching NFL Pregame Party. We do this every Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Time. And thank you for showing up, Dr. Jones. It was good to see you. I hope you come back again. I hope you feel like we're having a good time here.
Oh, yeah. I just need to wake up in the morning.
I hear you. It's football fans getting together and talk about their favorite sport, man. And next time we will do week 11 tailgate, including updates on the Sunday game in Madrid. So you guys tune in, and we will be back for more football. Of course, Monday morning, you can see me on Pop Culture Minefields channel at 10 a.m. Central Time for a military movie with Gary and Anima and Martin and Pope. And at 4 p.m. Central Time, you can see me over on It's Only Talk and Roll, where we're going to be doing a Canon Film Club get-together talking about Hercules with Lou Ferrigno, the Incredible Hulk, playing him. So you guys come check that out at 4 p.m. Central Time over on That 70s Rock Fans channel. Dr. Jones, you going to make that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like his
And-
show, man. He's a good guy.
Yeah. And then we will be back on my channel for the 7th part of my first time playthrough of Mass Effect 3 at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on Monday night. So that's a full day of streaming tomorrow. And of course, on Wednesday, we'll be back over on Pop Culture Minefield. I think we're doing Shazam on Wednesday afternoon for the matinee. And so come check that out as Gary, Anima, and Martin and myself talk about that show at 3 p.m. Central Time, right before we go on with, where did it go? Oh, yeah, there it is. State of the Atmosphere, my pop culture show we do every week at 5:30 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday. We're going to check in on the girlfriend of the show, Sydney Sweeney, and we'll give you all the pop culture news and talk about movies and games and shows that we dig. So you guys come check it out. State of the Atmosphere, 5:30 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday. And then Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time, it's time for Sketching the Privateer, where you get to see me work on the comic book live. That's 1 p.m. Central Time on Friday. And at 8 p.m. Central Time on Friday, I want you to go check out Gaming Night with John on Pop Culture Minefield's channel. How close are you to finishing, John?
I'm fairly close. I'm on my way to deal with Kaisar and kill Benny and get the chips so I can go back and set the robots loose, and then I'll be done.
Okay. Well, see if you can't wrap that up as soon as you can, man, because we all want to see you guys play Baldur's Gate. Anyway, look, guys, we're kind of against the clock. The games are already kicking off. I want you to go enjoy your football Sunday. Let's see. Keely Chow says, I'm also a Cowboys fan and a Falcons fan. So, yeah, that's why he said fuck the Colts. So, I want you guys to take it easy. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.